to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. So let's go by what they stated in the article. Irene Gakwa, last What's Up video call with her parents was filled with glee, ribbing, and beneath the banter were hints that something was off. A month later, less than 3 years after Gakwa left Kenya for the United States, her family reported her missing. At that time of the February video call, Gakwa's parents were not aware that she was living in Gillette, Wyoming, with a man she had met on Craigslist. They also had no way of knowing that police would later accuse the man of removing money from her checking account, maxing out her credit cards, and deleting her email account. And they never imagined that 6 months would go by without a word from her. The last WhatsApp message came on March 9th, her father stated. The three siblings shared a cell phone family plan. After Gakwa's brother could not reach her, they looked through her phone records and called a close friend she talked to numerous times. That's how they found out that she had been living with her boyfriend at the time, Nathan Heitman, age 39, in a modest 3-bedroom house in Gillette. The couple had dated since 2020 but had broken up several times. Her brother thought that they parted ways and were not aware they rekindled their romance and moved in together. Heitman told officers that he last seen Gakwa in late February when she came home one night, packed her clothing in 2 plastic bags, and left in a dark-colored SUV. He told police he hadn't heard from her since. He also stated that he withdrew money from her bank account, so she would be forced to contact him if she needed money. In April, Gillette police issued a statement naming Heitman a person of interest in the case and stating that he has not made himself available to detectives looking to resolve questions that exist in the investigation. And police also added that Irene went missing under suspicious circumstances. Digital evidence, including location data, is also being analyzed and has provided positive leads.
Hear me clearly. America is not a racist country.
Nathan Heitman, who was accused of stealing from a Kenyan woman, Irene Gakwa, who has been reported missing for at least 3 months now, has pled not guilty to 4 felonies relating to a crime against her. Nathan Heitman, age 38, is accused of transferring money from Miss Irene Gakwa's bank account to his own personal account. He also deleted his email account and, as well as, changed her banking password. The attorney for Mr. Heitman stated that his client pleads not guilty. Quote, Mr. Heitman pleads not guilty of all 4 charges on Tuesday. So I don't, for me, I don't really have much to say. I don't, because I've been saying the same thing for quite some time, for a lot of years now. And every time that I decide to say something, there's always some type of pushback. But the most interesting thing is that whenever these things take place, a lot of the women who are black that want to push back against me, they never bring up these stories. They never want to bring up the L's that keep consistently taking place, where you have black women continuously losing their lives when they just go out there and seek somebody else. You never see them bring that up. And you never see these black women who want to push back against me, you never see them trying to bring up these women's names on social media platforms, trying to make everybody else aware that, hey, this black woman just lost her life. When I was able to look at, a lot of these videos that I've done, and I looked at a lot of the articles, and then I wanted to look online and see if any black women are really talking about these things. They're not. They keep these directly in the closet, under the rug, all these other types of things. You have so many bitter black women that always want to rail against black men and say how detrimental and violent that we are, and that they want to, go out there and get somebody else because they would suit their needs better and their life better and all these other things. Like I said, people can go out here and take risks if they want to. You can go out here and date who you want to. Like the person below said, they was like, so it's strange that black men love white women So why would it be strange that a black woman would be with a white man? Please make it make sense. LOL. Like I said, I'm not finding anything strange anymore. It is what it is. Whatever happens is whatever happens. I'm just going to, like I said, I'm going to point out the stories. I'm just going to bring it up, and I'm just going to let it be what it's going to be. Because at the end of the day, people are going to do whatever it is that people are going to do. And no matter what my intentions are to try to benefit the life of somebody else, to try to state that I care in a variety of ways, you're always going to sit up there and have people show up and say that, oh, you're a black man, you really don't care. What about the rates of this? What about the rates of that? Look at what all you black men are sitting up there doing. I'm like, you're right. It's completely cool. Black men will just sit there and take the blame continues until the end of time. And then your own sisters will decide that if anything happens to you, that they're not going to bring up your name. They're not going to march for you. They're not going to protest. They're not going to bring any type of awareness. They're not going to try to bring a stop for this. They're not going to try to console your family and your friends. They're not going to worry about your children. They're not going to donate to your GoFundMe. Like I said before, y'all can have it. Yeah, y'all can just 100% have it at the end of the day. Like I said, I ain't gonna sit up there and fight you guys on nothing. You got it, coach. Y'all the champions out here, and I'm gonna let champions do what champions do.